Nice to be in a civilized place, but also not so nice to be in a civilized place. Because there are such standards and rigid rules. They're not really rules, but they're just expectations that are put onto so many people. That's a really beautiful bald eagle. Wow. And yes, this is the land of the brave, home of the free, but at the same time, they're not really free. I realize that it's really hard to feel free when you aren't the one who's choosing to live your life. You need to choose to live your life the way you want to, the way that you expect yourself to be, not what others expect you to be. And I reflect on this all the time, especially now that I've transitioned. When I was just in Vietnam and Nepal over the last month, I was over there, and now being here in the States, just it's so fresh on my mind. Seeing the way that my family operates compared to the way that the Nepalese operate, compared to the way that the Vietnamese operate. And I love every single person that I come in contact with that is a part of my life. However, it's so challenging to see other people not live up to the way that they truly can live. And this is quite simple when you look at it. It's simply just understanding that you have something. You have something you want to share. You have something you want to give. You have something you want to be. And when you don't allow yourself to just take a step forward and really just step into what you want to do, you literally are holding yourself back. There's no one else. And I find that it's hard though, because it does feel like it's someone else. It does feel like it. I was literally just experiencing this with my family members. And my family members, I want to burn some incense in the house, and I want to be able to listen to music out and about the house. I want to sit down and work. And I am then told, oh, well, you can't really do that. I don't want you to do that. And you can't really do that. I don't want you to do that. So now what I want to do is not allowed. And so then it becomes the question of, where can I be myself and do the things that I want to do without saying or hearing that it's not okay to do? Where I love the strength and the courage, I also really understand both sides. And this is why it's such an interesting mind fuck when you think about it, because every single person has some sort of expectation on life because they have meaning towards the things that really that impact them. For example, my family member who didn't like the incense, the reason he doesn't like the incense is because he thinks that it'll smell up the whole house. He thinks it's going to impact the way he sleeps. He thinks he doesn't like the smell. And yes, his subjective experience is valid. His own personal meaning is valid, but that's the meaning that he gives it. It's not the meaning that I give it. And so when you look at it, it really just comes down to that nothing has meaning for it except for the meaning that you give it. You give meaning to everything. And so when I hear that I cannot do something, in his eyes, lighting up this incense and having it smell up the house isn't something that he likes. And I like it. So I can still be able to hear this and not give meaning that he hates me, or he doesn't like me, or I'm doing something wrong. It's just that his perspective and his image of how he looks at a certain something may feel like it's an attack on me, but it's just the attack on what his environment is used to, what he's comfortable with. And so a lot of the times we like to make sense of things. And if it's not that way, then your brain becomes scattered and confused and overwhelmed, and it just can't think for yourself. So this is where you have to take a radical approach to your life. Your life is only determined when you make a clear perspective within you, that you're not going to overreact, you're not going to give rise or give meaning to other things that really honestly shouldn't serve you, because you're giving your energy away to people, things, situations, and that doesn't help you get to the place that you want to be. Just think about that for a second. Where are you giving your energy away? To people or places, or what other people expect, or what other people's standards are, the societal expectations are. Could be TV, could be what you eat, could be where you go, could be what you say. These things hold you back. And unless you actually dive deep within yourself and ask yourself, what is it that I value? What is it that I care about? It just becomes extremely hard to ever get a sense of you. And no wonder when you give all these things that have been put onto you a lot of energy, you don't know who you are anymore. It makes sense. Because it wasn't designed to help you figure out who you are. It was designed for a system to be understood. And I mean a bigger agenda. A bigger agenda that is, unfortunately, the world that we live in. And it's just for marketing, it's for capitalism purposes, which is okay. Nothing's wrong with being a capitalist, but it turns out that a lot of the times people will take advantage of others quite easily, just so that they can have some really personal gains. So this is just me ranting, of course, and I want you to also to reflect what it is that I'm speaking about, because you will be impacted, and you are impacted by this. Until you recognize it, you'll be stuck in it forever. So choose yourself first. Choose what you want, what you care about, and where you're going to go. And from there, your life will change. If this is really complicated for you, but you understood everything that I was just mentioning, you understand something, you have the awareness of something huge within yourself. So it's time for a change. It's really time for a change. Just mention change in the comments, and I'll have a call with you. We can talk about you personally. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for watching.